as you can see, each business model, it has properties. Here in the properties bar, we have run job. We cannot run obviously a business model. Then we have components. So this, for business model, this tab has nothing. All we have to care about is this tab, this which is called a business model tab. So let's look into that. So as you can see, this particular information in the business model tab belongs to whatever object you select. So it changes depending on the object you select. Okay, so it's like contextual based, depending on the context or the selected item, it changes, and it contains different types of information grouped. For example, this I selected, this I got it when I selected the objects, but if you click on the business model itself, you will get the overall information regarding the business model group together. So let's go one by one. And here in the main tab, what main tab does is it displays basic information about the selected item. Here we selected the whole business model, that's why it is showing us the details of the selected model. And as you can see, these are the things that we entered when we created the business model, like the creation, description, purpose, status, and version and all. And then we have the appearance tab. So in the appearance tab, what you see are like the fonts, the colors, the font size. Then we have the default bold, italic, and underlining and color stuff. Then we have the text alignment. How do you want to align? Whether do you want to right alignment, left alignment, center. As you can see, the text in these names, they change when you change this. Same thing with the vertical, whether you want top, bottom, or center. So these are basic formatting. When you change this, it changes to all the objects. Well, if you want to change it to a particular object, what you will do is you will select that and you will change it for that particular object here. So it only changes when I say bottom, it only changes that particular object, it doesn't change it. So if you want to change it for everything, then you will change it. You will click anywhere in the business model workspace, and then you will get this and you will change it there. Then we have rules and grid. Rules and grid is simple. So every business model, actually it comes up with a grid in the background. They are switched off the display. So if you want the grid, click it on. So as you can see, there is a grid placed there now. And you can also have a ruler. It shows just the ruler, default ruler. And you can even change the ruler units. If you want inches, centimeter, pixels, that's fine. And you can place the grid spacing. That means each grid, how much is it width. As you can see, the grid increased now. Now the grid is this much. Earlier it was like this much. So that's the grid spacing. And what you can do here is you can just snap to grid or snap to shapes. For example, when I say snap to grid, if I move anywhere, you see it's snapping to the grid origin point. Whether you can observe it or not, I don't know, but it is snapping to that grid. Okay, and I placed here. If I want to snap to the other respective objects, it doesn't give me that option. So if you want something like that, you have to select is snap to shape. So what it does is, I have this. So when I move close to another object, see, it shows those lines which is snapping to those objects. So now there two, I know these two are for sure on same line and these two are for sure on the vertical line. So those things you can do in the rulers and grid. Again, the style of the grid line, now it's spaced dot. You can use dash. See, now I think you can see it clearly. You can use solid lines. You can use dash dot. You can use whichever model you want there. Okay, so you can even choose the color. We have now they are yellow. You can choose black, and then the final thing we have is the version of the business model. Currently, we are having. So we the current version we are working, it shows is as 2. If you go, you have it here. So it just shows the version details, when it was created, when it was modified, whether it was unchecked, checked, and all those details. So those are the things that are available in the business models view.